Hello world, and here we go again with Wars of Napoleon as the British. The new turn is in, and we're gonna see how it will go. Maybe the first action of the Royal Navy, maybe not. We're gonna see. Okay, is there any French naval activity around Britain? It's not. That's great. So we are turn 3. Excellent. What's going on here? Okay, we got some modifiers. We got military regions. Event triggering each year, adding extra conscripts. That's great. I hope it triggers soon. Then, yeah, that's our current army under Duke of York. This will change in all of our divisions. Yeah. And what is it? Another... Well, the first blood for the British. We lost 0 ships, 0 men, and the enemy lost 2 ships and all of his men. And we completely annihilated his heavy frigates, it seems. Squadron, 2 ships. Oh. 2 ships. Cool. Great to see. So, where do we gonna start? I guess with the scripted events we have improved the administration, we purchased war supply, we paid premium to gain conscripts or recruits. The Austrians have raised taxation, Russian taxation, Spanish taxation, which means that they pay engagement points to get money. Then what's the rest? Spanish have purchased war supplies, great, so they have money for that. A new national government modifier option is available, great, we will see that. And British have acquired military regions, good, as I said. France succeeded in retreating from battle in the Caribbean Sea. Yeah, the French did retreat, but the Dutch didn't, and we fucked them over, and they got 2 national morale. Or we got 2 national morale from them. That's really great to see. Our naval patrols have failed to engage enemy cargo squadron in Texel. Yes, and where's south? Yes, Southern Deutsche Bank. That's here. The cargo squadron. Okay, so it came out of Texel. And it's not here. So it must be somewhere, maybe moving up to the merchant fleet. Did I set everything to bombard? Not really. Okay. Let's maybe we have to hunt this down. We have to see Southern Deutsche Bank. But it's not here. So we don't see here anything. Okay, that's interesting to see. We have 1 army under control, no corps, and 10 divisions, and 39 faction modifiers. Okay. Then a lot of movement was going on. American squadron was delayed by 4 days. Okay, because of bad weather, I guess. That's a little bit sad, but so it is. Well, we're gonna do later something about organizing everything. And then a lot arrived at Bristol next day 1, day 2, day 3. Great. Everything on time, it seems. That's really great to see. How much arrived at time? Okay, we took some hits, but that's not a lot. 5 hits, 8 hits from weather, exhaustion. Well, it's weather at this point. Everything which is not double digits of hits from weather, I would not really see as a problem overall. So nothing to be concerned. The home fleet, 26 hits. Okay, this costs us a good amount of cohesion at some point, but okay, maybe we have to sail it home in a few weeks. Everything else is fine. So what we're gonna do by replacement in the units? We got a new silent cavalry brigade here, which is utterly useless, but nice to see. So it should improve the overall loyalty to Britain over time. And then we have in Limerick our depot build. In Bristol we had our depot build. Great. Well, a lot of is in Bristol, as you see. So here we go. In West Africa we have it built with the Portuguese ships around. They are not part of our alliance now. What is in Kapudan? It's cavalry to artillery and supply. Did he get them out? Or did he put the cavalry away? Or it's infantry away? Because that's cavalry and to artillery and supplies, it's not a lot. No fleets there. Well, whatever. Then we have Cork. Yeah, we have transports there. Great, everything in place. Glasgow is built too. Is it built here? No, I doubt it is. No. So we have to start building it here then. Okay. Winchester is built. Great. Control and ownership change, we have nothing because there is no war going on. And to the diplomatic screen we get later. So we're gonna start at Canada again. So the supply card, how is the weather? It's still harsh weather with snow, so you will still be staying at home. Hector getting the Aurora Squadron out. So Hector is going to sail to India. And then we have the Nova Scotia forces together with the low Canadian forces have 7 to 8. Great, going. And down you go. Evade and retreat if encountered. Do we have somebody sent to the commerce box? Not really, not a commander. But we can send. What do we have here? Cockburn, Kakadu, with this one sloop as commander to commerce. Where do we have that? Excellent. You are sailing to Bristol. Good. So we need transports for the Jamaican force, 21. And in the Caribbean, okay, we are sailing out and will arrive at Bristol in 8 days, so in 2 turns. Okay, interdiction, why not? So we need 30 weight for our forces. Okay, so it could be just a transport ship or a little bit more, depends. Says Wilhelm Otto Blois von Treslong. He saved himself to Dominica, so it's Lugard Islands in France. Okay. Sorry for the bad speaking today. I'm a little bit something going on in my my throat. So more transports, Indian transports going to the commerce section. Great. No, you are. The cotton is already, so we don't need him. Go to the American squadron, go to Bristol, and be relocated later to another point of interest for us. Good. The French sailed out. Interesting. To the Indian Ocean and have a very decrepit force. Yeah, man, okay. I mean, we will just evade and arrive in 3 days at Coromandel. Is that really important? We need definitely these two forces over here by the right clock. These two forces will invade Manila, and then we will gather so 2 days, 6 days, 7 days. Okay, we have to see. So what do we have here in transport capacity? 21. That would be 34. That's too much, definitely. We don't need the supply train, and maybe the core not yet, because we need definitely the 2 infantry up there. So first get the invasion force ready. Dismantle these divisions, please. Gibbs don't need division command. Gil is getting division command, but normally he would get European units under his control. But now it takes the Indians because he has a 5-2-3 and he will be the main invasion force. Getting so there can be 18 units, so it's general plus 17 units under control of in a division. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We take an artillery in there. European brigade gets this artillery attached to it. Great. I think we can. Do I want to throw it into the fight or not? I mean, it has less weight, I guess. 7 to 13. Well, I have to see. We definitely will give you. And the European forces will be definitely hold outside. So I don't throw them into the fight, at least not some. This artillery, 1 artillery should be enough, maybe 2. Would have 14 command points because we are using Craddock as commander. So what we gonna do best here? He has definitely to go over to be a commander, making him a division to just for the time now to put in more and more troops. That would be insane. Do we need more divisions? Front now. Normally not. Where do we have him here? How many units? We have these 2 units. He has 14 transport capacity. So best would be these 2 units out. So they have 6 transport capacity. 7 days. Evade, and you are have then basically 8. That would be a 1 cavalry, for example, I guess. 8 is not enough for the train or the core, so either we could use European brigades, transports, and if we don't need them now. Wait, 14, and we have already. If we put... Ah no, we don't take this infantry. It's a little bit of a waste, but I don't want... I need this infantry especially for Europe. So... Cavalry... Why don't I take cavalry for the jungle? Well, that's very easy to say, because in jungle the infantry, the cavalry has an effectiveness of 0, so it's worthless. We would need at least 1 train, so overall 1 train, 21 only. So we have only 12 left. It's not a lot, to be honest. It's basically him. Yeah, okay. So it's still an easy decision to make. 4. And we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 7 artillery. So we can leave the artillery and the Bengal corps in there. The corps, but core. So that works. Good. So the Indian squadron is moving upwards. And the African squadron with 8 is sailing towards Coromandel, and the 14th fleet is sailing to Ceylon. Yeah. You stay outside, so you play garrison, and you get to train the European brigades. Yeah, that's good. Great. We have only... Yep. Sounds reasonable. Gibbs forces. We have 2 more under his command. We could throw him in here. So we have 2 more. And send 2 more outside from 7 to 11, and we would go up to 14. So we could even use more, but well, we have to see. Okay, so that's at least organized. Good. For now. Well, I could just put them in just to get the extra experience points. Because with more experience they level up. If they get the next star, maybe they get from line infantry to veteran line infantry, and I need, well, 18 turns, but every experience matters. Okay, we have organized India, then how is Malta looking? Great, the Mediterranean fleet is there. We have enough transport. No, we don't have enough transport capacity. Damn. Really? Oh no. Oh no. Really not. Damn. 1 point. So the multi-light brigade has to be left behind. Okay. Then so be it. That's a little bit sad. I thought I could transport everything, but I think he got artillery. Yes, he got the artillery, and that fucks everything up. Yeah. But now it works. So, sailing home to Bristol takes you a month. So we will see you mid or 3rd week of February, so good in 2 weeks at Gibraltar. Do I want to yeah, well, we can't fight. We have to fight? To a 2 degree, why not? Not so offensively, please. So we could get a little bit of infantry out of Malta here, if we want to. We have you here. Patrol a little bit. to move in. So, or just as regular. There's interdiction moving around. Yeah. Just move a little bit around, so it's okay. We need you. We need you with 1 unit in at least. I think that's a 3rd rank squadron. Good. 3rd rank squadron. There's 1 command point. There's 2 points of. Yeah, so it will make it in. Gibraltar. To take out Schmutti out. This artillery battery will stay, and maybe I will reinforce one of them. This units or nice unit I will bring down, I have to see. But this unit will definitely be used to reinforce one of these units. Maybe I will do it now. Yeah. So we only can transport out Schmutti out. Because we have only 2 transport capacity and everything takes at least 3 transport capacity. Do I want? So it's a 2nd ranked squadron, 1st rank. These are all better, so yeah. Okay, we don't have that amount. What? Now we just take Schmutti out. I would need 4 infantry and 1 artillery in it. I have already 4 infantry in it, so I only need to deliver Maitland and an infantry attached to him, and a full artillery compartment, not only 1 but 3, to Gibraltar. I think we can just close them together. Great. That's good. It's good. And then he will join Nelson. Nelson should have enough points free, yes, 8 of 12. Good. So we have basically enough here. First French raiders maybe in our trade posts, but not a big issue. Still blockading. Here. Good to know. No engagement, no joy, but so it is. You are sailing out in 1 day and getting closer home. How is it going? Rochefort still is a escadron is in there. The amount of fleet is in here too. Yes, I wanna patrol upwards. I could use 1 more day. Could I? Yeah, just patrolling the line upwards with interdict, and then we're gonna see. Yeah, you're moving. We have to see if we want him at North Italy now, or do we send him somewhere else. We're gonna see. Because that's a little bit obvious. Definitely. I mean, he sees... well, he will see a lot anyway. Why is this way? Are you gonna sail this way and not just normal this way? Or do we want a little bit of longer ways? Not a problem, I guess. Around the edges will take a bit longer, I guess. No, come on. So, the Kingdom of Piedmont will join our alliance in April. So that's less of a problem. And then you're gonna unload here. Illegal registrations. Ah, damn. Okay. 24. Okay. 24 days. Plus 5 is 29. So 7. No, it doesn't work. It's not 4, it's 28. So we need to get a day faster. 24 still. Because we don't. How good are we with Tuscanians? So we can maybe march through the territory. No, but not true. Because then he has 1 week time. Or do we go for a little bit of a bolder strategy? And sail around here. So that's 3 weeks, 2 days, and then from there. Do I want? Oh shit! No, I think no. Just move as direct as possible. No, that's 21 days. I don't want to, because then we can't land with 25 days. It's not a good approach here. Not a good approach. Not a good approach. Not a good approach. Landing directly between fortresses could make him locked there because of the military controls his unit project around them. But here we go. So it will take 5 days to disembark. Evade combat. Yeah. Here we go. Just what I want to avoid, Marseille and Toulon. We just throw in the tower, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay. Great. So, gonna patrol. We need the patrols going. No, not down. Maybe I want this as a Duckworth squadron. Where did it move? Wait, we can have a replay with hashtag in English. And then help. Then do we have a replay? Command. Load. Replay. No? Sadly not. I guess. Oh. No, we don't get a replay, sadly. Then I could see where it was moving, but from the movement, the interdictions, it was in Texas, and thus doesn't bank, so it moved out. Texas Kadar. Something maybe. Okay, could be, but then it was here. Then moved upstairs. It wasn't like a lot of sense. Or it moved in. Could could it be that it moved out, then into text, and then moved? Okay. And we just keep patrolling up and down the line. That's a little bit too far. Up the north. No, get down. I could make a point here. Excellent. A little bit here around. So we have a little bit of coverage in the channel and a little bit outside the channel. Yeah. Okay, so the patrols are done. If I'm not completely mistaken. Great. You are here to build a wagon at Belfast. Great. All forces. Transport. Bristol 5 days. Bristol 5 days. Gambeliers moving in 5 days. 4 days. No, it shouldn't be a lot of ships, hopefully. You just build here, right? You're moving in, so you're in a day. In Glasgow, you're building up. I want to have a supply train to Inverness and Aberdeen, and then from Edinburgh down to London, basically. Marching in here too and get into the... Yeah. Good. So everything looks pretty correct here. Okay. So do we have... So we have activated the garrison everywhere. You are marching for 16 days. You're pretty down. 6 days, 5 days. Yeah, just go into Leeds and Heights area for a turn or so, and then you can go to Hull after recuperation of 1 turn or so. Great. You have supply wagon, I forgot, so yeah, build in Oxford first and then move upwards to Leicester, Sheffield, Hull to end the road, basically, and build in the north of England some supply depots. Hull moving further to Don, the Hanover expedition forces moving to Bristol. Everything's looking fine, I guess. Yeah. So good, you arrived here at Cambridge to reinstitute loyalty to the British Crown after the draft finished. Hopefully successful. Good. Yeah, you're moving forward. Great. Okay, your infantry. Well, so basically the home army, or quote unquote the home defense of London. And we're just gonna see how many of it, but it seems that we don't need more. Maybe we can get a little bit more in, but not a lot. And so you are not done yet. You have... How it's looking and reading? Nope. Build a depot there. Yeah, you're looking fine. You should be in 2 turns. Yeah, in 2 turns. Yes, that's enough. So what do we have here? Dundee's brigade. So these are definitely the special yes, as they are Highlanders, so they are the special troops for having a, or can have a general inside of them, or commander. They can have a general attached to them. Sorry, this way around. Heavy brigade can't. It's a heavy brigade. A general? No. Okay. Campbell forces. Good. Page forces. The page becomes a divisional commander. So just any unit will do for him. So we have our division. I think we leave it with the divisions. Even so, page is not so active with 412, but we will manage. And you. Yes, excellent. Here comes the detachment. The guards household first. Okay. The lords are finally arriving. So the 8th is both 4th and 8th have the general. Yes, excellent. Liverpool Brigade. 3rd Guard. Yep. Garrisons, the Hill Force is basically at the moment our dump for everything. I know a high amount of command penalty now, the 35%. But we have our army crew here who gives everyone. Where do we have it? As a training master, 1 experience point per turn, so that's great to see and definitely needed. 7th British Brigade goes up here, so only 1 point, so maybe we have some forces by hill who are small enough, like these guys maybe, to get combined with some. Oh yes, excellent. Then this is icon changes, but it's still the 7th Brigade, so both they can take a general in, and so we have reinforced them pretty easily. I think with the guards it's undoable because the guard needs elite infantry, as we don't have elite infantry now. Yeah, definitely not in such short demand. Can we put them together? No. Sad. We can merge, as we have seen before, this artillery into some units. I'm not so sure if I will do this or not. I think against the guards, or by the guards I will do it. Maybe some other stuff. I have to see really what I can do. Here by the in cavalry it's impossible, but so it is. What do we have inside? So you have only 2. Sorry. That's sad. Okay. So, give him a little bit of a better unit. So we assemble our units more and more, so it's great. So how is this? Is the transport fleet? Our fleets getting together. Where's Mattiland? Mattiland, where are you? Oh, here, Lancaster Force. Mattiland, yeah, we need him. Basically. Next turn, okay, great, so next turn we put you out, you're too, well, you have only 1 ship inside the squadron, I don't want to lose this ship, and with that the whole squadron, you get replacements, priority. What do we use really? We have a good amount of transports, we have a sloop, we can throw them out. yes, we have the Indian guy already on march, so on sale basically. And we have three here. And do we have something to protect our merchants? No. So you're gonna sail here in 5 days because the sloops are raiders, so they can basically defend and our merchants and raid the enemy ones. Yeah, exactly. What we gonna do? We have no warships here on light ships. We need transports. Do we need the 503? Take Sanchez. Yeah. We need 30 transport capacity, I said, right? Do I want just military ships? Because the enemy fleet is out. And I don't need transport fleet so much now. Because Myanmar gets into position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would have 30 capacity. So that's exactly or precisely enough we need for some. What's your combat capabilities? 776. So you can run offensively and go on interdiction mode and sail to Kingston. Where is it? Will be faster. 2 weeks until Bridgetown and yeah, okay, a little bit more than 3 weeks. Yeah. Just to make it correct again. Good. We could lose a ship on the way. So do I want to send in a little bit more? Just for good measures, 2 ships more. Why not? Cornwallis definitely will be. Well, both basically of them are reserve admirals. And we have the Thames Squadron just here to wait. I don't like that, but we need to. Using, yeah, here. Hopefully the transports get another transport in, and we get 10 more transport capacity. So this is our reserve fleet getting the transport. The ready transports out. So our combat fleet is basically very minimal. Our reserves with 150 points, but so it is. We don't have much to spare for now. Patrols are done. That's great. He will sail home. Arrive in 2 turns. He gets, with him we get a lot of sloops, even if they are relatively heavily inexperienced. But that's good. He's just a 533 now, yeah, okay. 533 is a British standard. What can we do more? We get him. So we get a good amount of combat fleets back, or at least lighter ships back. We have to organize definitely in 2 turns. Hopefully everything will be there which is of value. That we can say, okay, what do we throw into the into our armies, our divisions. And then what do we have on surplus? So we can have a 3rd or 4th 4th, 5th troop of quality. So we can pressure Spain a little bit, like invading Pensacola, for example. Yeah, 1 unit, but 2 units are in there, which means one is a Swiss general, by Spanish, and one is a unit. Maybe they have brought units here, but it's only 1 unit, so you have to see. Adapt. So I would like to invade Florida because at a certain point we will go to war with the US. Certainly. Good that these Shawnee scouts can be attached to a General 2, so we will move them to Portland and another units to Portland, so we can offensively act against Boston, bring it back onto the front. When the time arrives, which will take some years. In-game and out-game. Okay. Good. So we have organized the forces. Not completely. We have a good amount of money to play with. And good amount of conscription thanks to our decision. And a little bit of war supply. So we will build pontoon bridges, all 3 of them in Bristol. Sadly, they will take a little bit longer than I wanted them, but so it is. And we will build 4 signals if possible. Yeah. No, come on. Because the signals give us 2 more command slots. So that's the important part. What's our detachment? How long will this take? The balloons will take 43 days and they will take 80 days, 81 days, 54 days. Oh, only 54 days. Okay, so the pontoons can be closer to be ready. Okay, so that's important. It's good. Faster movement over rivers, which there are quite a lot in Europe, and engineer by defending fortresses or attacking fortresses. That's important too. Reach the Marshall North here. It's mud everywhere, which takes a little bit longer. Yeah, okay, we should be fine, even if he could make an invasion. Whatever, we will not. If so, then only here in a small area and takes 3 days. Yeah, we will be there next time. That shouldn't be the problem. I don't know why he is so massively passive. To be honest, but okay. I really don't like this exposed turret inside tail. Yeah, it's a worthless point to hold, and we could use this militia unit at home, more or less. Do I wanna bring it home? I should have brought it home earlier, right? Vengeance Squadron, sail in and get this unit home. Not really worth it. It can't defend it anyway, and if I don't see anything here, then it's not really important. So we have built our units. Excellent. What can we do? We can martial law, but not a lot anywhere. Anyway. Great. And everything else we don't want to do. Plunder is not possible now, or we don't not on our lands, so I can't enact anything new. We have reorganized forces here and sets everything up. The Indian squadron. 2 ships are sailing over. Good. Then we have sent everything. What's something is left to do? Yeah, okay. F1 our forces, not important. F2 sets, we're gonna produce. The ships will not take 24 turns, as I said. So, do we go into the production? We have acquired something we need to do. Can we have so much infantry? No, we just take 4 infantry. Cav, 2 only 1 or 2. Oh, we don't have a lot of money. Okay, but at least something to get everything upwards. Okay, well, maybe next time we have more money to get more reinforcements in our infantry done. Good. Military reforms. We have not something new unlocked. Nothing new. Excellent. Decrees. We got a new decree. Deploys logistic allows faster replacements of units, especially larger ones. Okay, so our brigades are replaced faster. At least we are faster replaced, but they get replacements faster. That's great. So we will get this next turn then. That's good to know. So we have done this. Excellent. So next turn we have even faster replacements. And we can put more into replacements. We have a good amount of replacements by our ships. But this will go lower for more and more ships we are building in our squadrons over here. So F4, that's it. F5, our power is the same, or a little bit lower, okay. France, same. Russians are increasing. Yes, that's organizations thing. Yeah, okay. The Russians and the Austrians are organizing pretty good, pretty well. The Prussians do. We're gonna see naval power is the same. 2,000, 2,500 for the French, 2,000 for the Spains. So overall, that sounds pretty great. Diplomacy. We have, what do we have in effect? We are at war basically with every alliance of France and Spain and Marajas. Yes, we have Hanover, King of Sicily, Portugal. That's we don't need, but okay. Well, okay, they can place their ships in assassination harbors. Yeah. Accept. Good. We have promised local support for 23 turns. Under aggression, you can't cancel the entry. If this entry is a war involving your nation, you select the opposing nations and ask for peace. Okay. A lot of state visits. Interestingly, that the Ottomans sent us one and sent us a state visit and accepted ours. So it's great to see, but we can't really send a new one to some. Maybe to the Russians on the state visit. He didn't seem to get it, so we see. Denmark didn't want to, it seems, so we're gonna in. And What can we do really? Morocco would be great against Spain too. And Persia maybe. Maybe just try it. Sweden didn't want to. Oh. We get another one. Tuscany has, great. And the United States sent us one and we got one from them. That's great. We don't need to reply to anyone. And that's good on our part. So we can go through the diplomatic actions of the all different actions of the turn. Yeah. So what was proposal? State visit Ottoman has been okay. Ottoman in France. Yes, Ottomans playing both sides as always. Austria agreed upon state visit and sent by us. Initiated by Austria and sent by us. Yes. Commercial agreement. State visit by Prussia. Our state visit with Ottoman. Ottoman and Austria. Okay. So the Ottomans will play friendly for now. Prussia. State visit. Commercial agreement as expected. By Austria been agreed upon by Prussia, so they like each other to France, to Spain. Commercial agreement France to Spain. State visit France to the Ottomans, as we said. And the Ottomans to the French. Okay, so we're sending both to the main allies. So Austria and Ottomans too. So I think the Ottomans have sent it to the Austrians and the Austrians to the Ottomans. Okay. So the Ottomans basically want to play friend with everyone except the Russians. Spain is now an ally of Nasser. Okay. Ally of Nasser. So Spain was now part of the alliance, probably. Self-defense treaty with France or with Nasser, but yeah, war is war. It's a proposed anti-French alliance. So that's why Nasser got into the alliance of France. Brunswick, Austria, Hanover, whatever. This is pointless because Hanover will be annexed by the French very soon, and then we are done. France and Hessen, France and Baden, France and Bavaria. Okay. Okay, basically it's German play by the French. Austria, Prussia. France want Denmark. Denmark didn't even reply. Sweden declined because strong military me because we are the Swedes. France and Tuscany. Yeah, and we in Tuscany. Kingdom of Sicily for us, Austrians in Sicily, okay, makes sense. Kingdom of Plymouth agreed, Portugal agreed to our proposal. France and Morocco, interesting. Southwest Algeria, Persia. United States, as I said, agreed upon both parties' proposed state visit. France and Marathas, okay, they want to bring in the Marathas into their fold, so they could land basically by the Marathas, at least one province, and then go from there, or get a supply out of the depots. Okay. We issued the unilateral action to Austria, and we did the same to Prussia, because Prussia asked for protection from Russia, because he is not on quite friendly terms with Russia, it seems. So we said, yeah, okay, we issue the local support to you and Austria against Russian aggression. Russia was so far fine with it. And then we will see if we get the foreign access with Austria, Prussia and Russia. And Slovakia has been promoted to general and has been promoted to rank marshal. I'll say are in the end anyway both 3-star generals, so this term doesn't really matter, I guess. Well, I hope so. What's the Duke of York? He's general, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. France is still the recruiting population in Paris. So he's drafting in Paris. That's pretty ridiculous, because he will lose a lot of production in Paris, because loyalty will go down by 20%. Drafting more in Amiens. Okay, that's understandable. Volunteers in Le Mans, Orléans, and Paris. How high is the probability for this draft working out? Chance for success is 100%. Okay, for the France it's 100%, but for us, how is the chance for us? It's just 85%. Yeah, okay, gives the French developers. Nothing more to say. Good to know. In Valence, okay. Merchants trying to pass commerce. I think that 85% chance, okay. Centerville, Torino, and Genoa. Okay. So loyalty wise, yeah, we see allegiances in Poitiers. We see some definitely shifting from by 20%, 40%. So loyalty in France is already a little bit favoring, it seems. Well, at least in some parts. I guess he goes for the short-term gain and long-term pain. We're gonna see. In Bengalen, our work is going on. Next time we can get a new one. We're drafting volunteers in London, great. Cambridge, the early came in Leeds, Glasgow, Polymers, and Liverpool, good. And yeah, hopefully this has brought us a little bit of loyalty, but I doubt so. Russians requisition everywhere. Okay, so they're doing basically the same what the French did, just a turn later. Completed. Yeah, okay, so it's more Polish loyalty, not rebels, basically. I mean, Bialystok it's rebels, but okay. Drafting population, how many do they draft? 300, 600? 300, basically, like every other nation except the British, 600 and 1,200 for the French. Chance of 75% success only, okay, that's bad. 2 drafts in 1 region? No, that's Tagnarok, it's just badly aligned, okay. Tagnarok, Astrakhan. Volunteers as Mogilev, developing Sevastopol, Moscow, Novgorod, and St. Petersburg makes sense. The most heavily industrialized or prosperous regions. Ungarn by Austria. And then martial law declared in Lemberg and Krakow. Where to increase loyalty, says that's definitely important. 20 loyalty, 75% chance, that can work. Volunteers in Brunn, Wien and Ragusa, drafting advanced Treviso, Padua. Yeah, less. This will lower basically the loyalty. Trento? No, Treviso. But so it is. Berlin and okay, development Berlin and Danzig, volunteers. Yeah, okay, Spain and Barcelona, requisition, horses in, yeah, another name, then requisition in Burgos, Toledo, drafting, but okay, Madrid, requisition in Madrid, I mean, it's the same with Paris, it's just breaks Spanish production. The left CTRL key and then left click on Madrid together, so you can see the structures in the region. But this is really hammering him down a little bit. Yeah, even with the £100 here by the Bank of España. Yes, no. Ottomans just developing. Our traders are delivering everywhere they can. West Mediterranean, a little bit, and Western approaches, so that's basically overseas to what, Canada? And the Caribbeans, I guess. Aegean Sea trade. Where's the Aegean Sea again? Here. Why do we deliver supply here from A to B, but nothing nowhere else? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, okay, we got some damage from bad weather, that's okay. We have still no raiders going against us, it seems. It seems? Quotation mark? So, okay. So we get a good amount of money out of our trade. Cochrane, Alexander Cochrane has now seniority 4, needs a little bit more victories so he can be promoted if I want to promote him to a 3-star, which I doubt. So overall we have everything we wanted. Production, patrols, yes, Indian division formed and fleet moved, great. Well, then that's basically everything I need to do for this turn. And I can save. And thank you for watching. See you soon again and with many stickers.